Cheers. Yeah, I know. Messy desk as usual. I'm trying to be a little bit quiet here because Mark is still sleeping. But today's vlog, I want to talk about a piece of gear that I've been using in the last couple months to shoot all these vlogs. That has just really come alive for me, and I think you're gonna like it. So what we're talking about today is the Switchpod with the Switchpod Ballhead. It's very important to note that these two do not come together, but they are essential to the existence of this bat throwing star. The Switchpod is essentially a vlogging tripod grip with the ability to go from handheld to tabletop tripod mode. This is kind of just like, this is the Switchpod thing. You hear that sound, you know Switchpod. I initially bought this to replace my Joby GorillaPod. I don't want to just destroy the GorillaPod like every other Switchpod review is. The Joby is a great product, and in fact it was never designed to be used the way that vloggers use it. It just so happened to be the only option really. The Switchpod has been designed for vloggers and for people who need to film themselves, be able to sit their camera on a tripod quickly and then pick it up and go back at it. I found the Switchpod to be pretty versatile in many different situations. One of the best things for me is the instant variable grips that you can use. You can get this shot obviously, which is just like the basic vlogging style shot, but the camera can get heavy because it is a little bit back. So when you're using it, it can really take a toll on your arm, but that's okay, we get jacked from it. Other times I like to grab it right here because this is a very good weighted kind of center of gravity point. You get really minimized camera shake, and it's actually a decent grip. Initially when I got the Switchpod, it didn't come with the ball head. You had to buy that separately. As great as it was for vlogging arm, it was pretty much useless to me after that, because one thing when you're creating videos by yourself, you're changing shots all the time in a matter of minutes, and you just need to be able to set up shots very fast. So with the Switchpod, because there was no ball head, you would switch it from that to tripod mode, and if it wasn't a straight on shot, then it was done. What I did initially was I actually took the Joby ball head and I put it onto the Switchpod, which was great, it works, but then you have to have that stupid base plate on the camera. I don't know why, I just hate having base plates on cameras. And at first I thought that this thing was kind of big and bulky, but they've actually put a lot of thought into it. First thing you'll notice is it matches quite nicely, like the size of it. It does add some extra weight, but then you've got that extra handle that I was talking about earlier, so things balance out. I'm sure in a version 2, they will just build this right into there. This video is not sponsored in any way. I have no contact with the company. These are just my own thoughts. One thing I love about this ball head is that they put this little rubber mat on there so it doesn't destroy your camera and you get a nice tight grip. This rotates just like the Joby one, and then you've of course got the 90-degree angle there. Another nice thing is that this piece right here, if you pull it out, you can adjust the tightening. Every once in a while you're in an awkward spot and you can't tighten it exactly how you want it. This thing is actually built like a tank. I've dropped it a few times. There's some ding marks on it, you can see, but ultimately it's held together. And that leads to another point. This thing is very sturdy. With tripods like this especially, you want it to be sturdy. It's carrying your camera, which could be a very expensive camera, but at the end of the day, you don't want to break anything. The grip is really nice. They've got these little rigid cutouts for your hands. Feels great. Even though it's an aluminum grip, it's actually quite light for what you'd expect. It's got magnets in the bottom. They are a little bit loose. I haven't really found a problem with it. I know there was another YouTuber, Cody Warner, who ended up putting his own magnets in there to strengthen it and beef up the grip a little bit. Totally awesome mod if you want to do something like that. This fits in almost any bag, a suitcase, no problem. It's a very 2020 design. Like, this was clearly created for creators. If you have one of these, you'll know what I mean. It just works. I don't like to leave without this. I used to be a fan of the no grip vlogging, just holding the lens itself. But since using this in the last couple of months, I really appreciate it. I'm gonna show you some different creative ways to use this and how versatile it really is. Christopher Walken because I'm Christopher and I was walking. Alright, that wraps up today's review on the Switchpod. If you're interested in it, I've linked it below with Moment. Moment is hands down my favorite camera store to buy anything from. Super fast, free shipping, and then no, this is not a sponsored ad in any way. I just love buying things from Moment. You can get both the Switchpod and the Ballhead from there, so definitely check out the links below. Yeah, let me know what you think of the Switchpod. If you have one, drop me a line. If you're thinking about getting one, I highly recommend it. I guess I will see you tomorrow. Peace. Enjoy.